Hey, Sonja here from Success Fitness. Today, we're going to be doing Pilates, but we're going to do it with some weights for a change. So if you have some lighter weights, I would highly suggest you maybe start with like a 2-3 pound weight, maybe 5 pounds, but just don't go too crazily heavy on this. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. You can totally do this class with no weights at all. Okay? So, I'm just going to adjust the screen here. Here you go. All right. Are we ready for this? Okay, so have your nice cozy mat. We're ready to go. If you don't have a mat, no worries. And maybe a towel, or I have one of these great foamy little blocks for your knees at one point. Or a lot of times when we're on all fours and stuff like that, you might find you really want that block. Okay? So let's get you right down on all fours to start today. Make sure you have your water handy in case you need a sip. But really, leading up to any sort of workout, we really want to think about hydrating prior, meaning a day before, not just an hour before, as well as after. Okay, so hydration should be something that we consistently do, not only because we worked out today. All right, so let's get you down on all fours. We're going to spread those fingers. We're going to evenly press into each palm, and we're going to make sure our knees are right underneath our hips. All right. We're going to do a nice little cat and cow here. You ready? Tuck your tailbone under. Exhale. And inhale. And again, exhale. So we just want to warm up through the spine. Every time we're rounding the spine, tuck your tailbone under. Exhale. And release. And again, 4. And release. And again, 5. And release. And if you're choosing to have some music playing in the background for yourself, some nice soothing music, that would be ideal. 6. And release. Really paying attention to the spine moving. 7. Chin tucks under. Good. 3 more times. Exhale out. 8. And release. Maybe 2 more of these. And rounding it through, pressing through the tailbone underneath and out. One last time. Exhale, rounding it. And inhale, releasing. Good. Raise the core. So what I want you to do is pull the belly button just so slightly in so that we feel like the core really has to work hard to keep us here. So meaning we don't want to be relaxed. We don't want to go fully with it. We want to be kind of right between. And then you're color bracing the core because you're paying where that core is at, all right? We're going to take your right arm and left leg, and we're going to extend them. And I want you to feel the stretch here. We're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We do the same thing on the other side. I want you to think about the extension of the arm and leg. Ready? Extending it out. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to do that one more time on each side, but now I really want you to pay attention of keeping the hip bones pointing down towards the floor. So you have a leg that's extended. If we were to flex your foot should be pointing down to the floor, not to the side. Okay? Ready? Right arm, left leg again. Nice extension, head stays in neutral. Extend it out. Let's hold it. Okay, so nice extension. Think about the lengthening of the body. If you feel yourself twisting, pointing that foot down, check it out. All right, make sure you're nicely extended. 4, 3, 2, releasing it down. Again, make sure you're bracing the core, opposite side, opposite leg. Hold it. All right, so again, belly button pulls in nice and strong. Keep holding it. Keep holding it and bracing everything that's happening here. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice. So I got a little challenge for you here. We're just warming up, but I already have a challenge. So we're going to take one leg, 90-degree angle, point it, and we're going to grab that ankle or foot with the opposite hand. And then that foot pushes away and opens up the shoulder. If this is not possible, don't grab the foot and just try to stay in that 90-degree angle. It still is going to challenge your balance here. Lift that knee up. You want your knee at about the height of your hip. Keep holding it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So come on up, grab the toes, holding it, pushing the hip down, making sure your knee is about level with that hip. Keep holding it. Feel that stretch. Push your foot into that hand so we're opening up the shoulder at the same time. For 4, 3, 2, and release. Good job. How was that? Whew. So sometimes we Charlie horse with that kind of stuff, so we gotta be careful. Tuck your toes under, arching your lower back, spreading those fingers, evenly pressing into each palm. We're gonna lift our hips up, tailbone to the sky, head going through those arms. Downward dog, trying to press those knees all the way up into those thighs. So we really want to pull them up into your thighs, okay? Head going through, let your head go. And we're gonna lift one heel up, leave the other heel down. We're gonna do a nice little walking dog, so we're gonna alternate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, press both heels back down, head going nicely through. Hold right here, brace the core. Every time I say brace the core, that just means nice and flat, okay? Not rounded, not arched. Nice and strong through the core. We're gonna lift those knees off the ground about an inch. Ready? Hold. You're only an inch off the ground. Nice and strong through the shoulders, nice and strong through the abs. Your knees and hips are aligned. Your back stays nice and flat. Yes? Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and release, right? So we're gonna feel those quad muscles a little bit, and we definitely at this point, we should be feeling a little bit warmer. Yes? Okay, we're gonna turn ourselves sideways. We're gonna have your bottom knee on the floor, top leg is going to be extended. You're gonna be on your hand. If that bothers your wrist, just drop down to the elbow. Top leg, lifting it up. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So your hand should be, let's switch to the other side, hand should be right underneath your shoulder. Bottom leg bent, top leg extends. If you want to make this a little bit harder, both legs extend. Okay, lifting it off the ground. Hold it, this leg comes up. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and release. Good work. Let's give me a nice little child's pose, arms extended. Right, so we should have a nice little energy flow going through our body at this point. Should feel a little bit warmer. We're gonna pop it up on all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders again. We're gonna take one of your legs, we're gonna extend it, and then pulling the knee to the chest. So let's start with our right leg. Again, bracing the core to start. We're gonna push that foot back. So when that happens, we're gonna be a little bit more arch. Pulling the knee to your chest like you're doing a cat stretch. 1, and extend. 2, and extend. Yes. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Pointing that toe. All right. Ready for this? Extending it out. 1, pulling the knee in. 2, 3, don't forget to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Good. I'm going to sit back on those heels. I'm going to roll those wrists out, just giving them a little bit of a break. So the one thing about Pilates and yoga is that there's a lot of wrist involvement, a lot of neck involvement, right? So we want to work up to things. So anytime you need a break, take a breather, all right? Rotating them one way, rotating them the other way. Good work. Dumbbells sometimes work well underneath your hands when we're doing like a downward dog or we're going to stay on all fours. Then you don't have to have that bend to the wrists. Spreading those fingers, we're going to do a downward dog hover. Tuck your toes under. We're going to straighten those legs out into that downward dog. And then when we're hovering, which we did earlier, we're just going to alternate between those two moves. All right, so lift those hips up. 1, hover. 2, hover. 3, hover. 4, hover. 5, hover. 6, hover. 7, 8, 9, last one, 8, 9, last one, and 10. We're going to hold the downward dog, pressing each palm into the floor, let your head go, pulling those knees up into your thighs, lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling. And releasing it back down. Good job. And once again, sitting back on those heels, rotate those wrists around. All right, we're going to do one more wrist one here. So opposite knee, opposite elbow. Ready? 1, downward dog. 2, downward dog. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release into your child's pose. Are we warm? We should be warm right now. If you need some water, this is a good time to get some. And I'm actually going to switch over to my head, my ears, because you probably won't hear it, but there's lots of noise going on outside there. You don't probably hear it, but when it comes to being live, there's a lot of things that are very distracting. There we go. Okay. So from here, we're going to go into a high plank dumbbell row. So what I like you to do is start adding some weights to this. If you have a set of like a water bottle, that would totally work as well. So grab your dumbbells. Lighter is better to start so we get comfortable with this. We're going to be in a high plank position. So because sitting on your dumbbells like sometimes can be very hard on the hands, and if your wrists are okay, I would take one dumbbell right out of the equation and just sitting on the opposite hand. We're going to go into a high plank position off your knees if you can. If that's too difficult, drop to the knees, right? But always start here and then drop so that you know exactly what angle you should be at. We're going to do a one-arm row. Are you ready? Elbows come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Before we move to the other side, give yourself a little stretch back into your child's pose. No reason to rush. Coming back up on all fours. Again, go into the high plank. Grab your dumbbell. Stay here. Drop to the knees, right? Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Into your child's pose. Arms extended. Giving those wrists a break. I'm going to take it back to the other side, but this time we're going to do row tricep extensions. Actually tricep kickbacks. All right, back into that high plank position. Stay here or drop to your knees. Ready? Roll it up, kick it back. 1, and back down. And again. 2, and back down. 3, 4, 5, 6. How are you doing? 7, 8, 9, and 10. So keeping it nice and sturdy. With your back into that child's pose before we drop to the other side. Good work. Back on all fours. Let's switch hands. Again, starting in that high plank position. Stay here or drop to the knees. Ready? Row, kick back. 1, 2, try not to twist too much. Keep it nice and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm warm, 9, 10, and release. Oh, okay, give those wrists a break. Good work, we're not done yet. All right, we're gonna go into high planks, into a side plank. Now, if you wish to use dumbbells with this, you go for it. If dumbbells are out of the equation for you, definitely don't. So this is how it's going to look with dumbbells. We can be right here, high plank, side plank, high plank, side plank, okay? If you're gonna do it on the knees, same thing, but we're gonna alternate on your knees. If you don't wanna use dumbbells, do not use dumbbells. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Last one. And 10. Ooh, yeah. All right, back into that child's pose. Like, come on, Sonja, what is going on here? We're going to take one dumbbell out of the equation. We're going to drop it over into a side plank on your elbows. If you need a little bit more cushioning, what I do is I put this underneath my elbow or a towel, right? So it gives me a little bit more cushioning. Both legs extended or bottom leg straight. Bottom leg bent, top leg straight. We're going to come up into a side plank. Your dumbbell is going to press up and down. So we're going to hold it right here, right? And we're going to lift it up, palm facing towards me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the other side. And we're going to do a nice quick fit switch, okay? Ready? Set. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Switch it to the other side. Back over. Side plank. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Back over to the other side. Every time we're leaning on the bottom leg, arm, that shoulder is still working. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Releasing it. Back over to the other side. Whew. One more each side. Yes? You with me? Side plank. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work. And back down. Last one. Side plank. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. How we're doing. Into your child's pose. Arms extended. Oh, feels so good. Shoulders are working. Hopefully we're going to feel this all tomorrow, right? All right, we're going to stay on your knees. So if the floor is a bit Hard for you, grab a towel, put it underneath your knees, and we're going to come right up onto your knees. We're going to extend those arms up towards the ceiling. If you don't want to do this with dumbbells, don't, right? Because this is hard enough without them. And all I want you to do is you're going to sit on your heels and then coming right back up. So if you can't quite do that and you're just here to here, then that's totally fine. So just take that a range that you feel comfortable with and that your knees are happy at. If you don't want to do this with dumbbells, you can totally leave them out of the equation. Okay? Arms straight up. Ready? 5 times. Down we go. 1, powered right away up. Don't rest down there. 2, power it up. 3, and lift. 4, and lift. 5, and hold. Good. Rest those arms for a second. We're going to come down on your heels. We're going to come up, and this time we're going to take straight arms straight up to the ceiling when we come up, and then lowering them back down on the way down. Yes? Let's go. 1, and back down. 2, and back down. 3, and back down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more here, 9, 1 more, and 10, 1 more, and 10. We're going to go right back up on your knees, and we're going to go into a overhead press from here. Let's go into a French press. So we can press the dumbbells together, pressing them straight up to the ceiling, and we're going to bend from the elbows down towards the upper part of your spine and extending it back up. Okay, 10 times. Ready? Down and lift. 1, 2, good. Keep those elbows nice and square to each other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10, and release. Whew. All right, we're going to take those dumbbells out of the equation. Let's have a seat, and let's roll it all around to your back, pulling those knees in and giving yourself a gentle rock side to side. How are you doing? How are the shoulders feeling? Feel fantastic, right? All right, we're going to take those legs, extending them fully out. We're going to have our arms just above your shoulders, and we're going to come into a seated position, reaching those arms above your head, all right? So it's like doing a roll-up. So pelvic tucked in, we're going to roll it up, but as you're coming up, we're actually going to sit straight up, lifting those arms above your head, and then coming all the way back down. 1. Yeah, and again. 2, and back down. Good job. Nice and controlled here. 3, use that core. And back down. And again, 4. Try to come as straight up as you can. 5. Good job. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Ooh, they're not easy, are they? And 10. Good. Before we move on, let's cross one leg over the other. Having that knee in, propping yourself up nice and upright, and let's look over your shoulder. Twisting from the spine, so you get that nice stretch into your hip, a little bit higher up, maybe in the lower back, but it's more into the hip there. And release, switch to the other side, grabbing, hugging, and rotating. Very nice. All right, so here's your next challenge. We're going to do that same move we just did, but I want you to take one dumbbell. I'm going to hang on to it on each side, or a water bottle, or you can do this one more set without the resistance, okay? So let's go all the way down. Arms straight up above the shoulders. Hang on to that dumbbell. Relax those shoulders. Ready? Up you go. Try not to use momentum. 1. Nice and slow, rolling it down. And 2. Nice and slow down. Keep it controlled. 3. Nice and slow down. And again. 4. Nice and slow down. Come on, I want you to feel those abdominals tomorrow. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Yeah? Last one, come on. And 10. Woo. Did you do it with dumbbells? Or did you do it without? Cross that leg back over, hugging that knee in, nice and upright, looking over your shoulders. Again, you can make it as difficult, as heavy of a weight as you want to make it more difficult. Prop yourself up, or don't do the weights at all. You also have your knees more bent to give that lower back a bit more support while you're doing that. Let's switch to the other side. Stepping that foot over, prop yourself up, looking over your shoulder. And release. Perfect. That's comfortable. So if you need something behind you, I usually suggest a couch or a wall, and then a ball that you can lean against to keep you more propped up upright. Grab your light dumbbells in each hand. We're going to get those arms into a 90-degree angle. We don't want to drop those elbows too low, and we're going to do a nice little overhead. So we don't want to be here, okay? So just elbows a little bit lower than the shoulders. Give me 10 overhead presses with the most upright position. Open that chest. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, use your core, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the 90-degree angle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your arms forward. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 90-degree overhead presses. 1. Ooh, burn, baby, burn. 2, 3. You got this. 4, 5. Come on, keep yourself nice and upright. 6. Don't slouch into it. 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Oh, poor little arms. We're going to cross one arm over, stretching those shoulders out. That was great. Shake it out, other side. Taking it across. Giving that shoulder a nice little, it's not necessarily a deep stretch by any means, just gives them some relief. Now let's roll the shoulders out. Nice big circles. Good work. Nice big circles. And release. All right. We're instead of sitting upright here, I want you to lean back just so slightly. And as soon as we do that, our core should be engaging nicely on us. Sometimes what I find is finding like a block like this, if I then sit on it, I have a bit more cushion to my tailbone. So when I'm leaning back, I'm not right on that tailbone. Okay? So we're going to go right into a V position. And we're going to do a little hammer curl. And while we're going to do that hammer curl, so hammer curl just means that our palms facing each other. Okay? So light dumbbells just beside you. And all we're going to do is we're going to lean back and we're going to do one leg extension. We're going to alternate right, left as we're doing a hammer bicep curl. Lean back, feel your core. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah? How did that feel? Nice and upright. So what I do is I put my hands on the top of the knees and I'm opening it up, right? Because that V can be quite demanding on the lower back as well. All right, back into that V position. Dumbbells in front of the chest, and we're going to punch across. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dumbbells to the side. We're going to press the palms together, and all we're going to do is we're going to twist right left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lean back. 9, and 10. Good. Legs are nice and straight. Give me a nice little forward fold. Get that lower back a breather. Right, so we're doing that forward fold, trying to stretch out through that lower back. We're going to do that set one more time. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. So instead of doing hammer curls, we're going to have palms up. That's the only difference, okay? So we're going to do 10 of them, then we're going to punch for 10, yeah? Then palms together, and we're going to twist right left, okay? So knees bent, feet on the ground. Lean back into that V. Palms are up this time. Alternating legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold the V, punch across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dumbbells come down, palms together, twist right left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh. All right, legs nice and straight. Giving that lower back a breather. So again, nice little forward fold here. Let your head go, let your shoulders go. You're doing awesome. We're going to do one more V-sit position. All right, we're going to come all the way back into that V. Hands just down beside you. We're going to straighten them up, out to the side, and back to the side of the hips. Ready? Up 1 and out. Up 2 and out. And make it nice and big. Up 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. If you want to do this with dumbbells, go for it. 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and release. How'd you do? Crossing those legs over and rotate, giving that lower back a break. Good job, everybody. Looking over. You're doing awesome. And release over to the other side. And release. We're going to come back over on all fours. We're going to have one of your dumbbells. And we're going to go do a one-arm dumbbell reverse fly. So one hand is going to be resting on the dumbbell, and the other hand is going to do the work. And we're going to go right into that rear shoulder. Now the key with this is when I'm opening it up, I want to stay aligned with my shoulder. So I don't want to be down here, I don't want to be way up here, right? I'm going to open it up and stay nicely aligned with that shoulder. All right, we're going to do 10 per side. Ready? Back is, again, braced. So we're not here, we're not here. Okay, so right in the middle, bracing the core. Ready? Let's go. 1, slowly down. 2, 3, right in those posture muscles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Oh. Okay, other side. Ready? 10 times, and go. 1, so it's not twisting through the whole body. 2. Think about that rear shoulder blade. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Hold it up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And release. Whoo! Roll the shoulders out. Big circles around. Oh yeah. Right, so working with all these weights while we're doing the Pilates style is that we're using core muscles to support us, lower back, we're working on postural things, working on shoulder stuff, mobility, right? So lots going on. So Pilates, yoga doesn't always have to be no resistance. You could totally incorporate resistance into that. All right, we're going to stay on all fours, so actually going to drop to the elbows. Now again, if you need more cushioning, I would suggest having the cushioning underneath one of your knees. We're going to drop to the elbows, back stays flat. The working leg is going to be flexed, a flexed foot, and we're going to lift the heel up towards the ceiling. Let's hold it right here. We're going to keep them quite small, so we're going to go down and lift. 1, 2, don't make it big. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold this one up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to make it bigger all the way to the chest and up. 1, 2. Careful with that lower back. 3. Keep that leg at a 90-degree angle and push. 5, 6. Come on. 7, 8, 9. We're going to hold this one up, little tiny pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, and release. All right, child's pose it is. Sitting back into it, letting the glutes get a little stretch there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So knee on the block, opposite leg. Drop back down to the elbows. We're going to take the opposite foot, flexing it, lift it up into a 90 degree. We're not going to make this super big. Ready? Up and down. 1, 2, 3. It's like you're pressing the ceiling up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold this one up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make it big. Knee to chest. 1, 2. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. Little tiny pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Oh, nice bum work. Sitting back in those heels, arms extended. Good job. We're going to come right down on your belly. We're going to take our hands right underneath your shoulders, and we're going to do some nice little lazy push-ups. So we're going to point those toes back behind you, and we're going to lift it up as high as you feel comfortable. Okay, so don't force this. If you have a lower back issue, please don't come super high. Ready? Up we go as high as you feel comfortable. 1, come on back down. Yes, our arms are doing a little bit more work here. 2, but don't let them do all the work. And I want you to try to relax your glutes. 3, so don't clench your butt as we're lifting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Coming right up on all fours. Holding it right here, hands underneath your shoulders. Give me a nice little cat and cow here, tucking the tailbone under. 1, and release. And I really want you to pay attention a little bit more to the lower back here. 2, so shifting your weight a little bit more back, and release. And again, 3, and release. 4, 1 more. 5, and release it into that arch. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. Press those heels down to the floor. Spreading those toes, pressing the little toe, big toe into the floor, pulling those knees up. You're going to take your opposite hand to the opposite foot. Hold it. Take it back to the downward dog. Switch sides, opposite hand to the opposite foot or ankle. If you're very flexible, you can grab that ankle and hold on to it. Right, to see what you can do. And release. We're going to step your right foot forward into a high lunge position. Holding it. Back is nice and flat. Dropping your back knee down, point your toes. Lifting your torso. Both arms reach up and back. Okay. Taking both hands back down. Left hand stays down, right arm comes up, knee presses towards your chest. Twisted lunge. Good job. Releasing it back. You take that right knee back. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, downward dog. Just like what we did for your warm up, lift one heel up, and then lift the other heel up, alternating it. And push, and press, and press. Get a couple more. And press both heels down. Stepping that left leg forward, so opposite leg, high lunge position. Hold it right here. Pushing that hip down towards the ground. Get that nice stretch in those hip flexors. Dropping the knee down. Pointing the toe behind you, behind. And lifting up your torso, opening it up. Pressing that hip down a little deeper if we can. Good job. Hands go back down. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. Twisted lunge, pulling the knee towards your chest. Keeping that arm right above your shoulder so it's not here, it's not here, right? Try to keep it right up there. If you have shoulder issues and you have to come right here, that's fine. But do the best you can to keep that hand right above that shoulder. And release. We're going to come onto both knees, lifting your hands off the ground, shoulders down the back, hands go on that lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, press the elbows together, open up the chest, leaning back. And releasing out of it and holding it right here, roll the shoulders out. You did it. Good job. Now, if you like to finish this with deep breathing, a bit more stretching, this is definitely the time to do that. It was a little bit more of a vigorous class today, right? Not crazy, not high intervals or anything like that, but it was definitely a bit more intense in regards to the adding the weights to it. So this is a time where you might want to spend a little bit more time relaxing, a little bit more time on your stretching. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Sonja Daisy from Success Fitness, and thank you, Roar Roads, for sponsoring this class. And I'll be seeing you on Friday for a full body conditioning class, and we'll go from there. Have a fantastic week and hydrate. Make sure you refuel and have a fantastic day.